Hi, this is Deepika. So in this video, I will be explaining to you the different types of life insurance policies out there. And stay till the end to find out which policy I recommend and why. So the first and foremost is the cheapest of all, the term life policy. The term life policy gives you a huge life cover for a very small premium. For a specified period of time, usually up to 60 years of age. Let's say you are around 30 years of age and you're a non-smoker, and if you want to take a life cover for 1 crore in a term life policy, it will cost you less than 1000 rupees per month. Yes, you heard me right. A term life cover for 1 crore rupee if you're 30 years of age will not cost you more than 1000 rupees per month. Now, the premium will be cheap if you take a policy in your early 20s or 30s, and it would remain the same if you continue to regularly renew your policy every year by promptly paying your premium. And generally it is recommended to take life insurance policy in your early 30s because that's when you have a lot of financial dependence in your family, like your spouse, your children, your retired parents, and you might also have other financial commitments like your children's education. You might have your car loan, home loan, or personal loan. As I told you earlier, this term life policy is a pure risk management tool, which simply means that you get only death benefit and no maturity benefit. So if something unfortunate happens and if the insured is no more, then his family would get a sum assured of 1 crore, just like I told you in the example. But in case if the insured survives the term period, then he has to forego all the premium that he has paid so far. So which simply means he will not get anything. And this is the reason why term life policies are very cheap, and it is called as a pure risk management tool. So the next type is the whole life policy. So as the name implies, this policy provides life cover for the entire lifetime of the insured up to 100 years of age. So this simply means that just in case the insured passes away before 100 years of his age, then his family would get death benefit. Family or the nominee. But just in case he survives 100 years, then the insured gets to enjoy the maturity benefit, which is nothing but he gets back all the premium whatever he has paid so far plus a certain amount of bonus. But of course, the premium that he pays for this policy will be much higher when compared to the term life policy. So the next type is the money back policy. So here, as the name implies, the insured not just gets the death benefit, but also he gets back all the money that he has paid as premium, plus an additional bonus of around 3 to 6% usually. So let's say you have taken a money back policy for 15 years, and in case of unfortunate event of death of the insured, then the sum assured is given as a lump sum to the nominee. But if you survive that 15 years time period, then every 5th year, 20% of the sum assured is given out as survival benefit. And the remaining is given at the time of maturity, including bonus. But money back policies are usually very expensive. If you're 30 years of age and you want to take a money back policy for 1 crore life cover, it will cost you around 3.5 lakhs per annum. Yes, you heard me right, it will cost you 3.5 lakhs per annum. So the next type of policy is endowment policy. So this policy is similar to that of money back policy, where you get both death benefit as well as maturity benefit. But unlike money back policy where you get your maturity benefits in staggered installments, here in endowment policy you get your maturity benefit in lump sum, usually at the time of maturity. Now this endowment policy is generally sold by the agents as an insurance cum savings tool, usually for future events like your children's education or marriage, which are like 10 to 15 years away. So the next type of policy is the ULIP policy. ULIP policy means unit linked insurance policy. So this is an insurance cum investment tool, whereas your money back and endowment policy where insurance cum savings tool. ULIP is an insurance cum investment tool. So here in this policy, the part of the premium that you pay is set aside for insurance and the rest is invested in equity or debt instruments. So the returns that you get on your investment is based on the market returns and therefore it is subject to market risk. So here is my opinion and recommendation. So if you are a person who is highly prone to impulsive spending and if you don't have any investment discipline, if you're highly risk averse and do not have much knowledge about various investment products out there, then I would recommend you to go for a money back or an endowment policy, because these policies give you an insurance cover and also a guaranteed return. Plus they also give you tax benefits. But remember, these two policies are insurance cum savings tool. They are not investment or wealth creation tools. So which simply means that the returns that you get from these two type of insurance policies will be similar or less than that of your savings bank account returns. So the downside is that if you go for a higher life cover and money back or endowment policy, your premium becomes generally highly unaffordable for a common man. So as I told you earlier, if you go for a 1 crore life cover for a 30-year term period in money back policy or an endowment policy, it would cost you around 3.5 lakhs per annum, which is about 30,000 per month. This is not affordable for a common man for just for the sake of insurance, right? So generally what people do is they would take a life cover in a money back policy for up to or for around 10 to 15 lakhs, generally for 15-year term period. The general thumb rule is that your life cover should be minimum 10 times your annual income, preferably 20 times. Let's say your annual income is 10 lakhs, then you should go for a life cover for 1 crore rupee. But just imagine if you're taken a life cover for just 10 or 15 lakhs, and if something unfortunate happens and if you're no more, how long do you think your family can survive with just a 10 or 15 lakh rupee? Which simply, this clearly indicates that you are not fully insured, you're not completely insured. So whereas, let's say you've taken a term life policy, a 1 crore life cover would just cost you less than 1,000 rupees per month. So which is 1,000 rupees per month is very much affordable by a common man, isn't it? So in this case, your insurance need is completely satisfied. You will be completely insured. So the remaining sum, whatever you have in excess, you can invest in other financial instruments like index funds, exchange traded index funds that would give you much higher returns. So if you want to know more about stock markets, I have already posted a lot of videos on the basics of stock markets. I have explained in simple language so that a beginner can understand it in ease. So please go and check out my videos. I'll also put the link of the video in the description below. So now getting back to insurance, the point that I'm trying to tell here is that never ever combine your insurance and investment needs. Because if you combine them, then you neither get the benefit of insurance nor investment in full. Okay, and apart from all this, the most important benefit that you get out of taking an insurance policy is that the government is giving you tax exemption for the premium that you pay, and also the death benefit that your nominee is going to get in lump sum is also completely exempted from tax. And one more important note, due to COVID, the term insurance premium is going to rise somewhere between 15 to 40%. So it's high time you take action right now. So I hope you found this video useful. If so, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also let me know in the comment section below which policy that you are likely to choose in the future. Thank you.